All right. All right. We are live. We are live. I am recording using StreamYard. So this is my first recording on StreamYard. I'm super, super excited. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to The Mad Millionaire here on YouTube. I am your host of The Mad Millionaire. And I am trying something new today. I'm trying out this software. So I definitely want some feedback as to how I sound, what it looks like, um, everything. Do you like this type of format? I think that if all goes well and I'm able to upload this next and it's successful, this may be something that I decide to use for live streams and also for just podcasts in general. So yeah, I like this. I like the way it looks, and I like that I can, I can mess around in it. All right, but without further ado, let's get started with the broadcast. So, as you can tell by the title, we are celebrating. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I have to relax. I have to relax and not speed through things because I'm going to try very hard to not have to edit. Right? I'm going to try very hard not to edit. So, let me just start this over. Yeah. All right. So, let's do this again. So, we are celebrating our third year on YouTube. I am super excited to still be here creating content around a topic that is so near and dear to my heart. You guys, yeah, I'm going to talk about that more in this broadcast. So yeah, 3 years ago, I believe it was on a December 1st, 3 years ago, I uploaded my first YouTube video announcing that I had started my own home based business. And from then, it was a struggle to actually learn how to create content and post and be consistent. But it has taken some time, and I'm still here. So yeah. Um, but also, I'm still here by, yes, from my own will, but also um, my my subscribers, those of you who have subscribed to this channel and you support the channel and you motivate and encourage me, by liking and subscribing and, providing some feedback. And, we brainstorm on ways that, I can create better content for engagement purposes and to really learn how to get my message out there and, attract what I need to attract and also help as many people as I would like to help and can help. So, really, this celebration this year specifically is going to go out to my subscribers. I want you to give yourself a round of applause. And I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting the channel, and coming back and watching the content and being engaged, um, because it means a lot to a person who's just starting to do something and knowing that it can take years for me to actually see results, and to get better at what it is that I'm doing. And sometimes it's very quiet and it can be a lonely space. So I really appreciate every single one of you who watch and you stay logged in and you listen to me talk about the same topics over and over again. um, it's so important, and you know that. and you know the passion that I have, and I want to thank you again. I cannot thank you enough. And I look forward to the upcoming years, and I look forward to you being here while this channel grows and you helping support the channel and really be engaged and be a contributor as well. So again, thank you everyone for supporting us in this 3-year journey. So yeah, I'm going to take this time to really kind of go and look at the channel and kind of um, look at the channel and just kind of do a little recap, over some of the things that some of the topics that I've covered over the past couple of years, really since the beginning. So this is a great time for me to recap some of those topics, and this is a great time for you to, to ask questions and let me know what you want to hear more of. Let me know. Yeah, let me know what you want to hear more of, because that's the one thing a lot of people don't understand is that I'm going to expand my content as the channel and the group and the network expands, if that makes sense. So right now, a lot of my conversations have been around personal finance, a lot of getting started actions. And so until the channel grows, until I have, feedback, until there's, people commenting on specific things that they want to hear and dive into and explore more, then I'm kind of going to stay right there. I'm going to, yeah, I'll get into the, how it all works a little bit later, but let me see if I can share my screen. Let's see here. Oh, shift. Yeah, so I am using this new software, as I told you, so I've got to learn how to use it. And just bear with me. All right, so here we are. Yes, home of the Mad Millionaire. I am sharing my screen. I've got to get used to this. This is pretty cool. Um, but yeah, it's just going to take me a second to get used to this. Oh my goodness. Oh Lordy. Where Jesus. All right, so here we are here, and then I'm sharing over here. Oh my gosh, where is it? Is this gonna look? Yeah, this is a little. I see what they mean by saying that it works best on a double screen, but we do not have a double screen, so we have to work with what we have. Okay, all right, so, all right. All right, so here we are. All of the videos that I've uploaded. Here we go. Now, I am definitely not going to go back and go through all videos, but I just kind of want to go down memory lane. So this is a really good idea to recap, just kind of like what where I started, and just kind of a lot of behind the scenes. So like these videos here, this is when I first started 3 years ago. I announced that I'm starting my new business. I talk a little bit about my background and how, the different careers that I've had, the different jobs, working at the bank, being a real estate agent, and now currently working with a real estate law firm for the past 15 and a half years. So that's kind of what I cover down here. I even show you how I'm setting up my home office, which this was real time. I'm setting up things and I'm really making a commitment to be very serious and intentional about what it is that I'm doing. So now these videos, these first like 5 videos I recorded on like a T-Mobile Galaxy phone. I had no idea what I was doing. It took me so long to upload those videos. Like, y'all, it was so much work. I was using all of these different copy, cut, and paste to just get one little thing done, because none of the software that I was using, none of it was like synced together. Nothing gelled together. So it was a struggle. But I think I went like 11 months, without uploading a thing. I came back in about 11 months. And as you can see, look at year 2, boom, 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 video after video after video. And let me tell you, it was because number one, I upgraded my phone. I got an iPhone that has video or movie editing software in the phone. I'm now able to have all of these apps downloaded to my iPhone that everything is integrated. I mean, when I did not understand what integrated software meant and was until I had my own device. So all of this right here is simply an iPhone. Oh my God, I even talk about it right here in my 6th video. I talk about it. But listen, the key takeaway here is that you can start with what you have right here. If you're thinking about starting anything, I say to start with what you have. I say that all the time. Look at what you have and work with what you have. Even if you have an old raggedy flip phone, at this stage in the game, there's so many things that you can do with just a 15-second clip. Even a picture now, you can add music, you can do voiceovers, you can add text to a picture and upload it, and it takes off. You can record yourself writing on a piece of paper, upload it, attach it to some music, and it takes off. So I say all this to say is, do not sit around and wait for you to have the perfect anything. Go ahead and get started with what you have. All right. So I have my updated phone. My picture quality is better. My sound is better. I'm still like sitting in front of the window. I just did not like the lights, the little selfie lights. I didn't like them. So I just said, you know what, let me just sit in front of the window and get natural sunlight. The iPhone picked it up and it's so much better. And then later, my girlfriend and really good friend introduced me to Canva. So on Canva, that allowed me to be able to create graphics and thumbnails and things like this. So as you can see in year 2, I'm experimenting with a lot. I'm experimenting with just how I look, just visually trying, what does my content look like? Does it look as professional as everyone else? And not necessarily like professional. I'm not looking for like studio quality. I'm just looking to be able to do the best with what I have. Okay. And that's when, the thumbnails are rolling in. Now I feel like I have a grasp on just doing a simple thumbnail, my graphics. I'm able to upload my content. And that's really what I worked on in year two. Year two was really a time to just get comfortable, and I tried different things. So in year two, I'm talking about me starting Turo. I'm talking about me maintaining a job, creating my budget. I'm planning, so these are the topics that I'm going through in year two. This is foundational type of information that no matter where you are in your journey for financial freedom, whether you just trying to build your personal credit so that you can buy your first house, all of the things that I talk about on my channel, especially in year two with that foundational financial literacy, you're going to need this for the rest of your life. This is the kind of information to teach your children, teach your grandchildren, and it's the type of information that we should be talking about every single day. Like, this should be a part of our natural dialogue, just like we talk about, hey, what do you want to eat? What did you do last weekend? What movie did you watch? We should normally be talking about budgeting, planning, reducing expenses, maxing out our 401k, maxing out our children's savings. We should be talking about, our paying ourselves first. We should be talking on a regular basis about purchasing our first home. Now that we have our first home, let's go purchase our second home. Okay, we need to reduce some expenses. We need to increase our income. What are some ways that we can increase our income? What are some hot side hustles? Can I rent out a room? Can I rent out my car? Can I what are some things that we can do for extra income? How much do you need? You're short $500. Okay, let's sit down and start at the beginning. So these are the types of conversations that I talked a lot about in my second year. And these are the types of conversations that going into my third year, I'm going to be talking more about. Now, my last year, this current year, I focused a lot on setting up your business, because that is the first step to reducing those expenses that we incur on a regular basis, is by using the tax code to our advantage. So these are the topics that I'm going to go more in depth in this upcoming year in 2024. I'm going to still focus a lot on creating that personal budget, creating that personal game plan as it relates to your personal finances, because that is, like I said, I can't stress it enough that this homework, the homework that is needed down here with the budget, planning, reducing expenses, this can sometimes be very, very tedious. But I'm telling you, once you do it one time, spend some time doing it. You want to spend some time. This is not something you want to rush through. Because let me tell you what happens is, you really need to just do this one good time so that you can get your strategy from that one thorough analysis. Once you have this one thorough analysis, You know where you are. You know if, hey, I need an extra 10,000 a month in order to just take care of my personal obligations, and that includes paying myself first. So once you have that dollar amount, that's going to help you be able to now move into the next step. You know, whether it's, I'm looking to buy a home, I'm looking to set up a business or buy a business, it's going to determine which direction to go in. And, I'm in conversations with people and they're talking about buying things and these fantastical ideas, but they do not even have $500. They don't even have $500. They have no assets. And it's like, listen, I know it's fun to brainstorm and come up with ideas, but it's not going to be any fun if you look around in 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years and you've just done nothing. You've done absolutely nothing. So, I think I focus a lot right here, because this is where people struggle. Because when you start writing down these numbers, you're going to realize a lot of things. And that's number one, I'm broke. And a lot of people don't want to admit that they have zero money and they're living paycheck to paycheck. The quicker the quicker you say this out loud, see it on paper, see it on your whiteboard, and you acknowledge it, you can now speak your goals into existence. But if you don't have your goals, you have no idea what it is that you need. You have no idea what you like seriously, you need a dollar amount. You need to visualize all 10 of your accounts, all of your assets. You need to visualize them. And if you're not able to do that and say specifically what it is that you need, we can never get to the next level. I'm going to tell you right now, you're never going to be able to get to the next level with just hypothetical situations. So this right here, you do this one time thoroughly. You're going to reassess your next year. You're going to keep kind of popping in and reassessing. You're going to be looking at this all the time, especially while you're working on your personal credit. While I am working on my personal credit, building up my personal credit, I stalked my own self. I'm telling you, my spreadsheets were open around the clock. I would check my reports around the clock. Like I wanted to know the second something hit, because I wanted to know exactly how it affected me. Once you do this, I'm telling you, I am I just wish someone would just hear my voice and say, you know what, let me do exactly what she tells me to do. And then come back and say, you know what, you're absolutely right. And it worked. I'm telling you. It's going to be like a game. Once you know the rules to the game, memorize the rules to the game. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. So it's not going to be difficult to do your financial analysis. It's after you've done it that first year, and you're monitoring it and you're tracking it. It's going to be so easy. You'll be able to do it in 5-10 minutes, the next years and the next quarter, however you're going to monitor it. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Then you're going to find yourself just running those analysis at the end of the year when you're, like about to submit all of your tax information over to your CPA. You'll be able to do that quick analysis because you'll have your final numbers. And then that's the best time to sit with your CPA and go over some things. And we'll talk about that really going into next year. We're going to talk about that. So anyway, yeah. So moving forward, I get so passionate. Lord have mercy. When you have control over that your personal financials, and you're building your personal credit, and you're going to be so excited. I don't care if you have a 400, 500. I don't care if you have a bankruptcy. Let me tell you, I am going to reiterate this over and over again. I started working at a bank. I worked at a bank for 7 years. I saw everything. I did everything. I learned so much. And then I went right into working at a real estate law firm. We did bankruptcies, foreclosures, you name it. Okay. So I learned about credit working at the bank. So I started all of this with nothing. No credit, no nothing. No credit score. I had no credit score. I was one of those people that I had a credit score of like a 18-year-old. Well, you don't have good credit, you don't have bad credit, you just don't have any credit. So I'm telling you, once you learn to build your personal credit and you're building it like super fast within that first year, you're going to be so excited. You're going to know exactly how to build your business credit, but business credit is faster. Building business credit is 4 times faster than personal. Business credit and personal credit are two different, completely different. You have a completely different number. It's tracked differently. You can have hundreds of thousands of dollars in business credit and have a perfect credit score. You don't have to worry about utilization, none of that stuff. It's a completely different ball game. So if you're ready to start moving from, one stream of income at your day job, and you're ready to move over to multiple streams of income from multiple sources, if you have no money like me, meaning you don't have a couple of $100,000 sitting around, no one left it to you, you didn't make it, you didn't earn it, you didn't invest and get it, you didn't save it, credit is going to be your friend. Credit is going to be your friend. Credit is going to allow you options, okay? And that's what we need to move into a financial freedom. The more options, the better. All right. So yeah, this is what my last year, I focused a lot on, building out those tiers, just, providing that foundational business credit, literacy, just talking about the different tiers, talking about what you need to have to set up your business, talking about some income streams. Yeah, definitely talking about mindset. I'm going to talk more about mindset in 2024. I'm probably going to start the year talking about mindset, health and wellness. After being all over the place for the past few years with trying to building out these streams of income at night and on the weekends, while I have a full-time job that is extremely demanding at this time, while I have school-age children. It is definitely a lot. So, I have to keep my body and mind healthy. I'm in no position to ever get sick. So taking care of myself first is a huge priority, you know? And that's going to be something that a lot of you are not used to. We're so used to giving everything to our families, our communities, our children, our friends. You've got to carve out time if this is something that you're serious about. And if you have a deadline and a goal, you got to set up an agenda. We're going to work backwards in order to make it happen, right? But you have to make sure that you're healthy. And I mean physically, you have enough sleep, you have exercise, you're stretching, you're breathing, you have, stillness and clarity. Because, sometimes I take this like a battle. Like we got to go in the battlefield. Seriously, sometimes, I know that I need to focus on something, and it's going to take all of my resources. I'm not going to have the brain capacity to do anything else. And I know that. So I get ready to focus. All right. So, but this last year I tried a lot of things. I started the Mad Rant series, and this was really more of me kind of doing the podcast format, with me not being on actually on camera, me not doing graphics, and me not having to worry about editing and things like that. Because that is something I wholeheartedly believe in, is again working with what you have in order to produce what it is that you desire to produce. Okay. So, down here, a lot of my excuses was, my camera quality and lighting and sound, and the difficulty of being able to upload was strenuous. And here, great. I've carved out the time, and now look how many videos I put out. So that's another part of this, is creating the actual process for things. How are you going to physically do it? So I created a process. Okay, great. Let me, create the 5 things that I'm going to talk about. Let me sit down and record 9 topics, and then I'm going to chop them up into 9 videos. And then out of those videos, really, I moved into shorts this year, and we're going to go through those and show you that. But this is creating these processes to learn how to make things fast and efficient. So, but this year I also realized that, look, I don't have the capacity to like get up and get camera ready all the time. Sometimes all I have is 5 or 10 minutes to just record something really quick. It really was not efficient for me I may not be in a position to record, that long form content. So I said, let me try to do these quick little, 1 minute, 2 minute kind of little sound bites, and let's just practice with those, which I like. I do like those, I do like those. Sometimes you've got things that, the crazy topics that you want to talk about. I thoroughly enjoy being able to do these, and this is something that I will continue. Most of these, a lot of times, are sparked from conversations that I have in groups, in some of the groups that I'm in, or conversations that I may have, or a crazy news article, something pops up, and I just do a quick little blurb about it. So those are what I was calling my mad rants. And then, but yeah, so this is what I've been doing this past year, January, starting 2023, is a lot of this is going back over the same topics that I went over in the prior year, but maybe I've given more detail. But I'm just kind of really reiterating business funding, business credit, a lot of topics. Now, one of the things that I did this year was renovate. And let me dive into this for a second as to the renovation and why I decided to put it here on this channel and document this journey. Is investing in real estate has always been one of my goals. It was how I knew I was going to be a millionaire when I found out about real estate investing. So I've been talking about it, looking for property, like ups and downs, in and out over the past 20 something years. And I came to a point where this year I was ready to buy. And if you are in Georgia, you know what Georgia real estate has looked like over the past, oh my gosh, I want to say the past 3 years. It's completely changed. So it's taken me out of the market where I was hoping to place my coins. I'm not completely out yet. It's just I'm going to have to really change my strategy on how to obtain a property. But nonetheless, I said, okay, um, I still have things that I want to do. The place that I am in now, I still want to fix it up so that when I do find that second property, I'm going to put this out, put this on the market for a long-term, short-term rental, um, whatever the case may be. Also, if I want to invest in real estate, I really want to know what it is that I'm doing. I want to know the cost of repairs. I want to know the cost of construction. I want to know how would I manage a project if I bought a property from foreclosure, if I bought a foreclosure or any kind of property, if I bought a property that needs work, which that is my goal, how would I attack it? Am I even able to do a walkthrough to determine what it is that I need to repair, and then put a game plan together and get that check off a list? Am I able to do that and do it properly? Am I actually able to do it? Because we talk a lot about the things that we want to do, but we've never actually done it before. So this was really my test, and it was something I learned a lot about this process. I still have a few things to do, but for the most part, this journey is done, and I'm super excited. It has made me know more than ever that it is something that I can do. I feel more confident now that I'm able to go into a property and do that assessment analysis and come within budget, if not within close to budget, and be able to do a good job and to finish and add value to the property and so forth. But yeah, I think that I can do it. So the renovation process that I went through, this year was huge for me. It was definitely like a real estate investment 101, boots on the ground. Okay. And I learned a lot, and it was absolutely fantastic. I'm definitely going to keep you posted, or keep you up to date with what happens with this property. I'm going to do a final, a real thorough walkthrough once it's done, but that probably won't be for a few months, because there is, like I said, a bunch of little finishing touches that I need to make on the property. So yeah, super excited about everything that went down with this. Um, and I tell you, there's nothing like watching a place be put back together. You're you're less fearful. Like I had to clear out a water leak. Not a water leak. I had to clear out a clogged pipe. Most people would have freaked out, called the plumber, because there is no way you could get what I fixed. I was able to just unscrew the piping, take everything off, let the thing, like I knew what to do, because I'd walked through the process so many times with my project manager that I knew what to do, and I wasn't scared and like I didn't freak out. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyway, another thing I experimented with, and this is the last thing, are my shorts. So YouTube has this great, 60-second short form content. I experimented with just the process of creating a bunch of these. I tried to practice creating, batch content. And created, I think I created like maybe 30, 40, 50 of these kind of morning motivation, midday motivation, just fun facts, just different topics that I created in Canva, and just to practice uploading a bunch of shorts. And then I realized, okay, I can just upload little clips from videos. And, I just experimented, and I feel that, hey, I'm more comfortable with this. I'm learning a lot of tricks. And the biggest thing is that yeah, at the beginning of the second year, I had 100 subscribers, and that was that was the beginning of last year. Um, and within a short period of time, I doubled that. Now I know that we're looking at you're saying, oh my God, you've got 116 subscribe only 116 subscribers in a year, but keep in mind is the content that I was really pushing out. Most of those subscribers came as a result of my shorts, like most of them. And I started doing the shorts. I want to say, yeah, I did like half of those came from down here where, I did these shorts. I want to say half came from there. And then the other half came, well, really, yeah, it's half and half. Because the great thing about YouTube analytics is that they show you which, when you upload a video, people that, click on the video and then decide to subscribe to your channel. Most of that 100 came from the shorts. So I was just kind of randomly experimenting. And then I realized, oh, I'm onto something. I'm getting more feedback and more so brand awareness, because most of the people that these shorts are going out to, they are not subscribers of the channel, which I had no idea. So this has been a year of growing a lot and learning a lot on the social media platform, which will shortly be a monetized channel and will be an additional stream of income, which we will talk about that in the future, guys. All right. So, I'm going to stop my screen share of my YouTube, but I want to again thank you all for subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please take the time to subscribe and support the channel. The last thing I'm going to the last thing, yeah. So no, actually, I think I'm going to cut this recording. I am right at 42 minutes, and I don't think I'm going to do any editing at all. I'm going to upload this as it is because I want to see how it performs on the channel. But please, guys, I am in desperate need of some feedback. All right. So for people who love long form content, please leave your comments and let me know. Like, do you like long form content? How long? Do you like visuals? And what is it that you want to hear from in the future? If you have questions for me, leave those questions in the comments. If you're new to the channel, say hi, leave your, introduce yourself in the comments and tell us a little bit about yourself. Hopefully we can get dialogue amongst each other in the comments. If you have a page, if you have your own YouTube channel, leave it in the comments. Let people know. I want you to go and, support other small channels, especially if you are a small channel, go and support that small channel. So listen, my next podcast is going to be about how to support channels. So how to support social media platforms, really how to support anyone who is a small business owner and you hear them say, support the channel, support the business. I want to go into talking about how do you support. So, if you are if you have a small business, this is going to be something you want to tap into, because I definitely want you to contribute if you can, if you're willing, if it's something that is in your heart. If you like coaching and talking and sharing your knowledge, by all means, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and end this because, it's long. All right, take care. Have a good night. Thank you so much for everything. I look forward to chatting it up with you in the new year.